We've come so far with these two. From rice cakes made in fear to a partnership built on hope. And now it's the 15th, the day everything changes. Jack wakes up early. The sun isn't up yet. He lies there for a moment, listening to Tien breathe beside him. Then he gets up, gets dressed, moves quietly so he doesn't wake her. But she's already awake. Jack, sorry. I didn't mean to wake you. You didn't. She sits up. Today's the day. Yes. She gets out of bed, comes to him, takes his hands. How do you feel? He thinks about it. Really thinks about it. Calm, he says. And he's surprised to realize it's true. For the first time in months, I feel calm. They get ready together, make tea, eat rice with yesterday's vegetables. Simple, quiet, peaceful. At 8 a.m., Jack's mother arrives. She's dressed nicely, professional, ready. Are you ready? She asks Jack. Yes, Mum. Good. Let's go. Tien watches them get on the motorbike. Jack turns back, catches her eye. She nods. You've got this. The bank is small, local. The kind of place where everyone knows everyone. When Jack and his mother walk in, the teller recognizes them immediately. Good morning, Mrs. Hoa. Jack. Good morning, Jack's mother says. We're here about the passbook, number 4782. The teller pulls up the account. Her face is neutral, professional. Yes, I see. The term ends today. Are you here to redeem? Jack's mother looks at Jack. This is his moment. His choice. Jack takes a breath. No, we're here to extend the term and set up a payment plan. The teller blinks. Oh, let me get the manager. They wait. Sit in plastic chairs that squeak when you move. Jack's hands are steady. His mother sits beside him, close enough that their shoulders touch. The manager comes out. An older man. Kind eyes. Mrs. Hoa. Jack, I understand you want to discuss the passbook? Yes, Jack says. I can't pay the full amount today, but I want to set up a payment plan, something I can manage. The manager nods. Let's go to my office. They spend the next hour talking numbers. The manager is patient, explains options. Jack's mother asks questions. Jack listens, learns. By the end, they have a plan. Extend the term for another year. Monthly payments of 450,000 dong. It's manageable. Tight, but manageable. Can you do this? The manager asks Jack directly. Jack thinks about Uncle Jung's land. The partnership, the greenhouse they're going to build. Yes, he says, I can do this. They sign papers. The manager stamps everything. Official. Good luck, Jack. The manager says, I hope everything works out. Thank you. Outside, Jack's mother turns to him. How do you feel? Lighter, he says, like I can breathe again. She hugs him. Right there on the street. I'm proud of you. Not because you handled the money perfectly, but because you asked for help, because you stopped suffering alone. Jack hugs her back. Tight. Thanks, Mum, for everything. That's what mothers do. She pulls back, looks at him. Now, what's next? Uncle Jung's land. We're starting work today. Good, go build something beautiful. He rides home. The sun is higher now. The day is warming up. But it feels different today. Everything feels different. Tien is waiting on the porch. When she sees his face, she knows. It's done? It's done. She runs to him, jumps into his arms. He catches her, spinning her around. We did it, she says. We did it. They hold each other for a long moment. Just breathing, just being. Then Jack says, Are you ready? For what? To go see our future. They pack water, tools, gloves, get on the motorbike, and ride to Uncle Dung's land. When they arrive, Uncle Dung is already there. He's marked out where the greenhouse will go. Stakes in the ground with string between them. Jack tells Tien. He waves them over. Come see. They walk the property together. Uncle Dung explains his vision. Where everything will go. How it will all work together. This is where we start, he says, pointing to a cleared section. We plant the first seeds here. Tomatoes, peppers, herbs, things that grow fast, things we can sell in 6 weeks. Jack kneels down, touches the soil. It's rich, dark, full of promise. This is good land, he says quietly. Yes, and it's ours now, yours and mine. Tien watches them, watches the way Jack's whole face has changed. The worry is gone, replaced by something else. Purpose. They work all morning. Jack and Uncle June clear brush. Tien organizes tools, marks rows, plans the layout. The sun climbs higher. They sweat. Their hands get dirty. But nobody complains. Around noon, Tien unpacks the lunch she brought. Rice, vegetables, the last of the rice cakes from yesterday. They sit under a pomelo tree, eat with their hands still dusty from the soil. This is good, Uncle June says, biting into a rice cake. You made these? Yes, Tien says. You should make more. Sell them at the market stand we're going to build. She looks at Jack. He grins. See? I told you you're talented. After lunch, Uncle Jung pulls out a box. Inside are seeds, dozens of packets. I got these yesterday, he says. Tomatoes, 3 varieties, peppers, basil, cilantro, everything we need to start. Jack picks up a packet, studies it. Where did you get these? A friend. He runs a seed company. Gave me a good price because I told him about our partnership. Our partnership, Jack repeats, like he's testing the words, seeing how they feel. Uncle Jung claps him on the shoulder. Partners, equals. You bring the knowledge and the work. I bring the land and the connections. We build this together. What about me? Tien asks. Uncle Jung smiles. You bring the heart, the soul. You make this a home, not just a farm. She feels tears prick her eyes, blinks them back. They spend the afternoon planting. The first seeds go into the ground at 2 p.m. Tomatoes. Jack digs the holes. Tien drops the seeds. Uncle June covers them. It's simple work, repetitive, but there's something sacred about it. Like they're not just planting seeds, they're planting hope. By late afternoon, they've planted 6 rows, tomatoes and peppers, the beginning of something. Jack stands back, looks at what they've done. His hands are covered in dirt, his shirt is soaked with sweat, but his eyes are bright. This is it, he says quietly. This is what we're building. Uncle Dun nods. First seeds today. In 6 weeks, first harvest. In 6 months, greenhouse. In a year, a real farm. A real business. A real future, Jack adds. They clean up, pack the tools. Uncle Dun says goodbye and heads home. Jack and Tien stay, walk the property one more time. Just the two of them. Do you remember, Jack says, when you asked me what I was worried about? When you could see I was carrying something heavy? Yes. I should have told you then. I should have trusted you with it. You told me when you were ready. That's what matters. He stops walking, turns to face her. Tien, I want to ask you something. Her heart starts to beat faster. I know I said we should wait. Get stable first. Build something solid. He reaches into his pocket, pulls out a small box. Tien's breath catches. But I realized something today, at the bank. When I was signing those papers. When we were planting those seeds. He opens the box. Inside is a simple ring. Silver, no stone, just a band. We're already building something solid. We've been building it all along. With rice cakes and soup and showing up for each other when things are hard. Tears are running down her face now. I don't have much to offer you. No big house. No fancy car. Just this land. This partnership. This life we're making together. He gets down on one knee. Right there in the dirt. But if you'll have me, Tien, I promise to keep showing up. Keep working. Keep choosing us. Every single day. She's crying fully now. Happy tears. Will you marry me? Yes. The word comes out choked. Yes, Jack. Yes. He slides the ring onto her finger, stands up, pulls her into his arms. They stand there in the middle of Uncle June's land. Their land now, holding each other as the sun sets. I love you, he whispers into her hair. I love you too. When they finally pull apart, the sky is orange and pink. The first stars are coming out. We should go home, Tien says. Yes, we should tell Mum. She'll want to know. They ride home in the twilight. Tien's arms around Jack's waist. The ring on her finger catching the last of the light. When they get home, Jack's mother is waiting on their porch. She takes one look at Tien's face and knows. He asked you. He asked me. Jack's mother pulls Tien into a hug. Welcome to the family, officially. They go inside. make tea, sit around the kitchen table. And for the first time in months, maybe years, everything feels right. The debt is being paid, the farm is being built, the future is being planted. One seed at a time. 3 months later, Tien wakes up before dawn. She can hear Jack already outside, watering the tomato plants at Uncle Jun's farm. Their farm now. She gets up, makes rice, packs lunch. By the time Jack comes back, sweaty and smiling, breakfast is waiting. First harvest today, he says, washing his hands at the pump. I know. They eat quickly, then ride to the farm together. Uncle Jung is already there, basket in hand. The three of them walk the rows. The tomatoes hang heavy on the vines, red and ripe. Perfect. Look at this, Uncle Jung says, holding up a particularly large one. This is what good soil and hard work looks like. They harvest all morning, fill basket after basket. By noon, they have more than enough to take to market tomorrow. But Uncle Jung has other plans. I talked to a restaurant in town, he says. They want to buy everything we can grow, direct from us. Better price than the market. Jack's eyes go wide. Really? Really? I'm meeting with them this afternoon. Want to come? Yes. That afternoon, Jack comes home with a contract. The restaurant will buy their produce twice a week, guaranteed income, steady work. Tien reads the contract, then looks at Jack. This is it. This is what we've been working toward. This is just the beginning, Jack says. And he's right. Over the next few months, everything grows. The farm, the business, their life together. They build the greenhouse, plant year-round crops, set up the market stand Tien envisioned. She sells rice cakes and fresh vegetables. Jack delivers to restaurants. Uncle Jun manages the books. The debt to Jack's mother gets paid down. Every month, 450,000 dong. Like clockwork. No missed payments, no panic, and 6 months after Jack proposed, they get married. It's a small ceremony, just family and close friends. They hold it at the farm, under the pomelo trees. Jack wears a simple suit. Tien wears a white dress she sewed herself. Jack's mother cries. Uncle Jun gives a speech about partnership and love and building things that last. And when Jack and Tien say their vows, standing in the dirt where they planted their first seeds together, everyone knows this is real. This is solid, this is built to last. After the ceremony, they serve food they grew themselves. Tomatoes and peppers and herbs. Rice cakes Tien made that morning. Everyone eats, laughs, celebrates. As the sun sets, Jack pulls Tien aside. Happy? He asks. So happy. He kisses her, slow and sweet. And she thinks about everything they've been through to get here. The fear, the secrets, the sleepless nights, the rice cakes and mugwort soup and showing up when things were hard. All of it led to this. That evening, after everyone has gone home, Jack and Tien sit on the porch of the small house on the farm. Uncle Jun renovated it for them, a wedding gift. It's simple, 2 rooms, a kitchen, but it's theirs. I keep thinking about that night, Tien says. When you finally told me about the debt, when you were sitting on the porch at 4 a.m., I was so scared, Jack says. I know, but you did it anyway. You let me in. Best decision I ever made. They sit in comfortable silence. The stars come out. The frogs start singing. Everything is peaceful. We did it, Tien whispers. We really did it. We did. And sitting there on the porch of their home, on the land they're building together, they both know the truth. Love isn't about grand gestures. It's about showing up, about rice cakes when someone can't sleep, about holding hands at the bank, about planting seeds and believing they'll grow. It's about choosing each other every single day. That was enough.